Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing the Christmas candy cane nail using the 3D technique, and I'm going to be using gel polish and polygel for this. You may have seen my last video with the 3D French nail. It's basically using that method, but using polygel and gel polish instead. So I'm going in first with a layer of Madame Glam Perfect White, and I'm using my Glitterati Nails Heart-Filled nail art brush and applying that in a diagonal and just colouring that in. And then I do apply 2 layers of white, just so it's not see-through at all. And I'm curing each layer for 30 seconds under my LED lamp. You need to do 2 minutes if you're using UV. Then I'm going to go in with some clear polygel. This is the Rossi polygel. I'm not going to lie, this was quite stiff. Usually I use Madame Glam, but because it was a nail art, I didn't want to use up all my Madame Glam. So I'm going in with the Rossi. So I've dampened my brush a little bit using some alcohol rub. You can use gel residue wipe off solution for this as well. And I'm basically just covering the area where I've applied the white. Good thing about using the polygel is you can already make like really sharp edges. So there's not too much filing involved. So I'm using the brush just to push that wall up where the other colour is going to meet, making sure that it is thick enough. And then once I'm happy with that, I'll go ahead and cure that. Because it's thick, I'm going to cure it for 1 minute under LED, just because I want to make sure that it is fully cured. If your brush starts sticking, you just need to get a little bit more solution on your brush, and that will help it to stop being sticky. As you can see there's a nice built up wall. Once that's cured, I'm going to wipe off the tacky layer and just go in and sharpen up that edge using a 100 grit nail file. Then once I'm happy with that, I'll go ahead, remove the dust, and I'm going to go in with my second colour. So here I'm going in with Madame Glam's Perfect Red, and I'm pushing that completely against the wall that we've built up. And it doesn't matter if you're messy with it, go over it. You just need to make sure that you've got that colour all the way up against that wall. And I'm also going to be making it a little bit thicker as well against the wall and sort of bringing it down. It's really hard to explain when I'm doing diagonals. It was easier with the French. But where the wall is, you want that area to be thicker and more full of the colour than you do where the red stripe ends. And again, cure that for 30 seconds, going in again here with polygel, doing exactly the same. As I said, it doesn't matter if you're going over each colour, because when you start filing, those beautiful sharp crisp lines will come through. If this was on a client and it was on an actual nail, I would work a lot cleaner than this. But I can file a lot on this without hurting it. So again, just using exactly the same technique, making sure that it has enough product there and pushing against that wall. And then again, I'm going to cure this. Then I will go ahead and file once that's cured and do exactly the same with the next colour. So once I'm happy, I'm going to go in again using the Madame Glam Perfect White. And as you can see, I'm going over the red. It really doesn't matter because I'm going to file all that away and it's going to be beautiful. The reason that you want the gel polish to be higher up against that wall and then thinner and flatter as you bring it down the nail, that is because that's what's going to that's what's going to give the shadowing effect when you apply the polygel, or you could do this with acrylic, either or. But that's the reason, and that is if you can't get your nail to look 3D sort of thing, if you're doing this and it's not looking 3D, then that could be where you're going wrong. You want to make sure that where I'm painting now is quite thick, and then it's going to thin out and flatten out as you bring that colour down the nail. Hope that makes sense. Makes sense in my head. I don't know if it makes sense when I actually say it out loud. But any questions, just comment in the comment box and I will try my hardest to get back to you all. So yeah, I'm going to apply that colour, cure that again for 30 seconds. Then I'll go in with the polygel again, curing that for 1 minute. Then I'll file and then I'll go in with my next colour. So I'm going to let you watch this bit and then I will jump back on when we are on to the next colour. Once that's cured, I'll go ahead and file that. And now I'm going in with these two beautiful green colours. This is such a cute Christmassy colour. And these are from Modelones. I'll leave a link in the description box below. So the reason that I'm using two is because this wasn't as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. But it was great for building up, which was fantastic. So I do go in with this one, cure this, and then I will go in with another one, which is a cat's eye gel. And I'll just apply the cat's eye one over the top of this as well, just because I want to make sure that it is sort of full coverage and there's no sparse areas where there's not enough product. And then again, I will cure that one for 30 seconds. Then I'll go in with my polygel and so on. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of this. If you don't want to watch the rest of this part, if you've sort of got the hang of it, feel free to fast forward to the filing because it's so satisfying. So yeah, I will jump back on in a minute. So once I'd cured this section, I then went back in with the white, coloured the rest of the tip in with white, and then cured that for 30 seconds, and then totally encapsulated that white in Polygel, cured that for a minute, and this is what we are left with. So Polygel is a lot easier to file than acrylic. So it is really easy to overfile, so do be careful when you're filing. But I'm going in with my e-file to remove most of the bulk. Then I will go in with my 100 grit nail file. And as you can see, as you start filing, all those nice crispy lines start to show through. So once I'd removed the bulk, I'm then going to go in with a 100 grit nail file and just really refine the shape and just make sure that those lines are nice and crisp. Then once I'm happy, I will go over. I look like I'm being really rough because I've sped it up because this video was just going to be long. So I have sped it up for you, just so you don't get too bored. But yeah, once I'm happy with the shape and that all my lines are nice and crisp, I go in with a buffing block to smooth out any scratches. Then I get rid of the dust, and here I'm going in with the Nail Lounge Collection No Wipe Top Coat, and look at that. That is just so satisfying. I'm so satisfied by this. Oh, it's beautiful. So I did find that it was a lot quicker doing it with the Polygel than it was acrylic, but I love both. So I'm really happy with the outcome. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. If any of you guys give this a go, please make sure that you tag me on Instagram, as I love seeing your work. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye.